This week, and maybe a few more times between now and September, I will share articles from the Syntropic archive. Everyone needs a holiday, and that includes me. We have over 2,900 articles published on our site, for those who do not know. Most of these are from my daily blog, Beauty of Beginnings, which I started on January 1st, 2018. The link to sign up or access the archives you can find in the show notes. This year, we will be publishing our first book, a curated edition of Beauty of Beginnings, 365 short contemplations on life, business, syntropy, leadership, and culture, plus a beautiful sunrise photo unique to each day. Stay tuned for advanced purchase options for Beauty of Beginnings. Today, I'm going to give you a small taste of some of these, a couple taken from 2018 and the rest from recent times. I hope you enjoy this. In Syntropic world, we do not separate work and play. Enterprising is in all things. We want a world where people can be their whole selves, bringing their unique brilliance to everything that they desire to contribute to. Hello, this is Christine McDougall, and this is Sunday's Syntropy for July 30th, 2023. From business as usual to enterprise for all life flourishing. A Syntropic world. Thank you for listening. From business as usual to all life flourishing. This article was inspired by the 3 horizons of change. You can find the link in the show notes. Business as usual equals same. Innovation in business as usual is creating an iPhone using the very business as usual platforms and thinking. In reality, there is no move towards a future supporting Earth's increased well-being and all her creatures. Business as usual likes to pretend they are master innovators, but their innovation is designed to keep the wheels on the existing bus turning for more profit. I really like people to think about that. We get wrapped up in the amazing innovation. But really, what are we doing when we look at that innovation, that experience that is increasing the well-being for Earth and all her creatures? Business in transition, business that sees a different future and are attempting to be a bridge between business as usual and what we call syntropic enterprises. These might include B Corps, although some B Corps are business as usual, dressed in disguise. Business in transition is important work, the slow and steady path to change. Innovation here is to create the bridging pathways. This might include technologies such as blockchain. The danger is when innovation reaches into the business as usual toolkit and shrouds itself in the legal codes, governance, and systems of the business as usual world. Often this happens inadvertently. We forget to see the water we swim in. Business for a future that supports Earth and all her creatures. This is an entirely different way of thinking, being, and operating. The organizing principle is that anything we do in business, enterprise, community, or government is for the increased well-being of Earth and all her creatures, without ecological offense or the disadvantage of anyone. This is the domain of syntropic enterprise. We start with a clean sheet of paper. How would we design enterprise, coordinate humans, consider and account for value, govern, lead, steward, and comprehensively consider the future? How do we ensure we are in deep and reverent partnership with nature, Earth, our home planet? Innovation is seeded into everything. The shift from business as usual to business for all life flourishing is not easy. The operating systems of business as usual are entrenched, held tightly by the monopolists. I wonder if it is far easier to focus on business for the future rather than business for transition. This is what we at Syntropic World have chosen as our path. This is from Beauty of Beginnings, July 26, 2023. Take a lesson from the sunrise. Imagine if Barbra Streisand did not sing, if she said she would no longer sing at all, or if Leonardo da Vinci did not paint, if Banks never put his work into the world, if Donald Glover stayed small and safe. Some artists have a talent that is singular and soaring, inarguable. Others, people like us, are no lesser bestowed with gifts. They are simply different. A radiant smile that leaves only joy in its wake, a tender touch at exactly the right time, a feisty protection from those not able to speak, a brilliant skill at convening people and creating spaces. When we diminish our gifts and compare our majesty to the current canvas of fame, we diminish the light in the world. We are diminished in our own diminishment. Our responsibility as alive humans is to shine our light in its perfect and imperfect peculiarity, with full magnificence, without apology. To not do so is to deny others the experience of our unique song. Take a lesson from the sunrise. Note, in Syntropic world, we call this expressing our pattern integrity. This article is from Beauty of Beginnings, July 16th, 2018. To the aggressor, the lover. In our hyper-tech, hyper-masculine, hyper-neo-capitalistic world, the spoils go to the aggressive, the takers, those who are fluent in selling illusion, who seek insta-fame through fakery and deceit, accumulating likes as status and money as power, who increase the asymmetry of knowledge and access with each step they take, deriding social giving to those with limited access, yet insistent on being sponsored by the state as their power grows. The carers, the lovers, the gentle are devoured. Women and men who know how to build trust in community, who tend to the broken, who understand relationship, invalidated. In the end, the lion who eats it all will die of hunger. And when dying, it will be the gentle and the loving holding his hand. Too late then. Let us invite another way. Let us honor nature's wisdom, where diversity enables resilience and anti-fragility. We need the yin to the yang, to the aggressor, the lover, to the ambitious, the steadfast, to the sunrise, the sunset. Perhaps beauty invited in might be the bridge between the poles. Note, in Syntropic world, the synergistic accounting tool enables us to account for the whole value of everything. The carers and the lovers count and are never forgotten or sidelined. This article is from Beauty of Beginnings, July 9th, 2018. The law of averages. When we seek the average, which is what happens in consensus-ruled organizations, there is a downward trajectory of intelligence and decisions. This is acceptable if average is desired. Average removes the laggards and the edge dwellers. If we want to be exceptional, if we long for excellence, if we want to be a stand for something, it cannot be found in the average. AI works on the law of averages. We are entering a period where we will be overcome by average. If you seek the exceptional, if you want to be a change maker, a new world creator, then be prepared to take risks, rock the boat, push the envelope, and not appeal to everyone. You cannot have both. Beauty of Beginnings, July 19th, 2023. The polarity pendulum is reaching its extreme. I have been ruminating on the state of corruption in the world. Corruption, it means, of material matter, especially dead bodies, and of souls and morals, spiritual contamination, soiling, seducing, bribe. When we understand how nature works, that polarity is required for existence, and when the polarity becomes either too negative or too positive, we have an explosion or collapse. We can prognosticate an impending future without knowing either the inciting incident or the timing. Corruption is rife in almost every democracy on the planet. It is certainly the ground of being in authoritarian states. The amplification of corruption and the arrogant belief by politicians, executive officers, and bureaucrats that lying is normal operations, obfuscation is the mastercraft of their trade, and the supreme right to get away with blatant corruption without incurring any responsibility or punishment is reaching its zenith. The polarity pendulum has swung too far. People are beginning to see rules for those holding the power decks are different than for those exploited to carry the burden of keeping the lights on. When a government relentlessly and cruelly comes after the most vulnerable, whether it be those rendered unemployed within a nation or those forced to relocate nations because of climate or war, yet they get away with everything, including pocketing the huge amounts of taxpayer-funded salaries, the polarity pendulum is reaching its extreme. Explosion and collapse are imminent. We do not know when, but soon. I love that the word corruption has in its etymological roots both corruption of material matter and souls and morals. There is something deeply satisfying in knowing that people who couldn't give a f about other humans, especially the most vulnerable, more often in the most vulnerable positions because of repeated actions by the corrupt, are indeed soulless and morally bankrupt. There is something about that state that evokes my pity. I see them as the walking dead, a terrible way to not live. Perhaps this is why our pop culture is so obsessed with zombies. They are the ones currently running the show in real time. This is from Beauty of Beginnings, July 10th, 2023. The Master Mesmerizer. People gather from around the world to witness dawn. She is the Master Mesmerizer. She weaves her spell to any who dare to walk past her as she throws her glory down. She often starts with a small shift in colors, then moves all too quickly to a crescendo, and then in her full glory, we mortals cannot continue to watch as she makes her way across the sky. She dares us to contemplate our place in existence. She evokes awe, even in those most hardened by the trials of life. She insists that each day will be different, that each day, no matter our circumstances, we get to begin again. She reminds us to bear witness to the world around us as we insist on being busy, and she refuses to hide a single photon of her glory. In her generosity, she gives life. We are her light expressed. People gather to witness dawn because this and more is present in the witnessing, and we, being human, forget each day the good, the true, and the beautiful. This is from Beauty of Beginnings, May 23rd, 2018. To say yes to a gift. Gifts can be transactional, come with strings, or simply be offered in purity. When we offer a gift with our whole heart and it is accepted, there is a sacred transfer that speaks to honor, respect, and gratitude. To say yes to a gift is a choice. The responsibility of that choice is woven with respect and gratitude for the gift. People offer gifts all the time, a smile, a kind word, a helping hand, or something more substantial. To accept a gift and abuse it, squander it, discount it, or discard it, is to be complicit in the violation of the offering. Better to say no. There is more honesty in no than a yes that is careless and selfish. Most of us have had the experience of offering the gift of our work, our heart, our love, and attention, to have it be abused, disrespected, ignored, and exploited. Syntropic world has woven into its pattern integrity a different way of being in exchange, be that an exchange of gifts, work, or attention. One element is zero exploitation. The other, is a deep and abiding respect for each other, to treat each other in the way we desire to be treated, to be reverent, to be seen for our work in its wholeness. Often this is simple to enact: thoughtfulness, gratitude, advance notice of a missed commitment, humility, sincere apology, being our word, taking responsibility for what we say yes to. If we want a more beautiful world, we need to be the change we seek. This is from Beauty of Beginnings, June 29th, 2023. And the synergistic accounting tool from Syntropic World is an elegant way to honor all offerings and exchanges, including gifts. I love answering your questions. So if you have any questions for this episode or previous episodes, please visit syntropic.world/podcast and click the orange button.
Hi, Steve from Melbourne here. And my question is...
Hi, this is Robin from warm and sunny Tanzania. My question is...
Good morning, this is Michael Frebe from Germany. My question is...
Hi, this is Colleen in the Netherlands. My question is...
Hi, this is Cindy from beautiful Cambridge.
Hello, I am Paul Epping from the Netherlands. And my question for the podcast...
Bonjour, my name is Dorothy from Brussels, Belgium.
Hi, my name is Ivan from Cali, Colombia, but I'm living in Bali right now. So my question is...
Hi, I'm Rochelle Armstrong from Northeast Victoria, Australia. My question is...
Hiya, this is Lorraine in Montreal, Canada, and my question is...
And that completes my question.
And that completes my question.